Hi everyone, this is Navdeep here. I want to share my recent experience of my H1B stamping in Mexico City. I know many of the folks has a lot of questions like how safe it is to visit Mexico City for stamping, where to stay, where to eat, how to travel local. I hope this video will help you to get all of the questions answered. So about my case, I'm a full-time employee with my company. I'm on the H1B, my wife is on a H4. We had a ASC appointment, which is a fingerprint appointment at which is near to the El Paso, Texas. And then my wife had a interview appointment for May 20th, and I had an appointment on May 23rd. I planned my trip at least 3 weeks before my travel. I booked a hotel, Galleria Plaza Reforma, which was 5 to 8 minute walks to Consulate. I booked my American Airlines refundable round trip tickets from Phoenix to Mexico City, and the flight was 2 hours and 45 minutes. I carried my credit card, which has no international transaction charges, and I linked it with my Uber app, which I use for my local transportation in Mexico City. I filled the FFM immigration form online and carried the prints with me, which I have hand over to the immigration officer in the Mexico City. I exchanged 100 USD into peso, which use to buy local food, drinks from the local shops. So overall, my whole trip was smooth, right from the time of immigration till my return. When I landed to Mexico City International Airport, I went to the non-citizen line, and when it was my turn, I just speak in English, and the officer took me to a specific window where the other officers speak in English as well. So I hand over the FM form to the officer, and he validated my passport, visa stamping, which I have existing visa stamping of US, and then he he returned a part of the form back to me, which says I can stay in Mexico City for 90 days. So do remember to keep this FFM form, which officer has handed over to you, because you need to show it to the airline staff on your return. My wife's interview was on May 20th and mine was on May 23rd. So during her interview, the officer asked her, "Where is your husband?" The H1B primary person. And she said he's standing outside since his appointment is on May 23rd. So she requested the officer if he can allow my husband to come in today instead of waiting till 23rd. So the officer, he just consulted with his senior, and then he agreed to take me in the interview. And I also interviewed on the same day along with my wife. So the questions for me was just one, which is what I do for the company. And then for my wife, he just asked two questions: when did she get married, and do you have a marriage certificate? So since we had the original document with us, so we simply showed it to him. So yeah, there is nothing else he asked us. And the tip for you is, if you and your spouse or H1 and H4 has a two different dates for the interview or for the ASA appointment. So during the time of your appointment, whoever has a first appointment, you can just request the officer to accommodate the other appointment along with you. So this will help you to save your days, in the Mexico. I used Uber during my entire stay in Mexico City. I won't recommend to use any of the local taxi or transportation, because we never know what kind of person he is. So Uber is safe, and make sure you use Google or iPhone translator if needed to communicate with Uber drivers or local people. One thing is give generous tip to the Uber driver like 20 to 40 or 50 pesos, which is nothing because 1 USD is equivalent to around 19 to 20 pesos. There are plenty of good hotels near the US Embassy. If you really want to stay near to the US Consulate, then try to book Sheraton Mexico City Maria, Isabel Hotel, or Sofitel. Both of the hotels are on the sides of US Consulate, as I have circled in my one of the map on the right side of this slide. I stayed in Hotel Galleria Plaza Reforma, which was like 5 to 8 minute walk to the consulate. If you are flying back to US, then you need to have a COVID-19 test with you to board a flight. Hotel Galleria Plaza, which is 5 to 8 minutes walk from consulate, they do have COVID-19 testing in the hotel, and they open from 7 in the morning and close by 1 p.m. They charge 699 pesos for antigen test. So most of the flight accept antigen test, and the results are available within 2 hours. Mexican food is really good. If you really want to enjoy authentic Mexican food, then this is the day for you. Go ahead and try authentic Mexican food from the local shops or from your hotel itself. If you're a pizza lover, then Papa John and Domino's Pizza are within a mile from US consulate. If you want to have Indian food only, then try this restaurant Tandoor and WTC Dawat. They are really good restaurant and provide a very high quality of food. If you're a chai and coffee lover, no problem. There are so many Starbucks near to the US consulate, and if you're a coffee lover, I would recommend you to try Tiara Garrett, which is also near to the US consulate. Your family member or friend can also wait for you in the Starbucks, which is next to the US consulate. I have seen many people waiting in the Starbucks while their family member or a friend are in the US consulate for the interview. While you're waiting for your passport, do not sit in the hotel. Go out and look at the city. The Mexico City is really good. It's beautiful. I have been to Angel of Independence and then Castle, which you must visit. It's a beautiful castle, and for us, the entrance fee is $8, and you may need at least 3 to 4 hours to see the whole castle. There are so many ancient, pictures, paintings, uh, and then some articles which they are carrying since 17 or 1800. You must try and spend your well time in Mexico. If you have any question, feel free to leave a comment and I will definitely respond back to you. I hope this video will answer most of the questions, but still if you have any question, shoot it, no problem. And wish you good luck for your trip to Mexico. Bye.